Hi,
Hi.
Sam. Hello,
Hi.
everyone that is watching.
Yeah, long time no see. I'm seeing you live. I think that's
Banange,
amazing.
long time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so the people are here and they're literally waiting to hear from you. I think you've been seeing their comments.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's about time we begin. This is CinemaUG, and I'm in there. This side they call it the control room, the command center of CinemaUG, and yeah, you're there. I don't know which side you are, but you can keep your
I'm at
locations
my house.
private for security purposes. But yes,
Mm.
welcome. Yeah,
Thank you.
in a couple of minutes, you can introduce yourself, tell us who you are, who is Tania Shakirah Kankindi, and why that name in that order. Are we allowed to call you something else, or that's what you prefer? And yeah, so on and so forth. Yeah, tell us briefly about you, and we'll move forward.
Hello. My name is Tania Shakirah Kankindi. You pronounce it Kankindi because that is how it is written, but it actually is Kankindi. I am an
Kankindi.
actress. Kankindi, yes. Kankindi. I'm an actress. I am a public relations manager. I'm a non-practicing journalist. I graduated, but I did not practice. Or anywho, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
Voiceover
I
artist.
don't know why I'm
Mainly,
seeing so
mainly,
many
I am known
people
for
who
being an actor.
went for journalism, becoming actors and coming in the film industry. Is there some magic about that?
Magic about what? Sorry.
People who went for journalism and they're not really practicing journalism, but they're actually actors or in the film world or PR world or something.
Um, well, there. I mean, anything is possible. There, we have architects as actors.
Yeah.
I think acting is a calling. Really, it is not.
Ah, okay. So for you,
Yeah,
acting called
no
you.
matter where you go, if you feel like in your heart chibera chikubanja nze nakolako mu companies nyingi. You come
Okay.
back. Yeah, so
Yeah,
they're
we
there.
can
It's not
tell. Yeah.
possible. Mm.
For how long have you been in this acting world in general?
I started acting in 2013.
Okay.
Mm.
And you've been active throughout until now.
No, no. I went to Mariam Dagir Film and Performing Arts Center, and then I after we it's graduation. We graduated. We went out into the acting world, started looking for jobs and what, but I got a few films. I did a few films, but it's not sustainable financially. You have got to have a means of where you get your money, so that you can be able to be at peace and not maybe do something you probably wouldn't do.
Mm.
So I went back to work. I looked for jobs. I got a job. When I worked in an agricultural investment firm. Actually, they're called Pearl Capital Partners. They're still my friends because I worked with them. Yeah, I was administrative assistant there for a while, and then I was not. I wasn't there. So I got into the coffee shop, and when I got into the coffee shop, I resigned and I went to TV. But then
Mm.
I worked for a while on the coffee shop. Then I went off again. I worked as public relations manager for Waiki Benda. So that
Okay.
I took time off again acting for about 3 years actually, since
Wow.
Farmer. Yeah, since Farmer Remix with Shiba. Yeah. For about 3 years I've
Okay.
been working with Benda. And then I saw, and actually Milk Irene called me and begged me to go and audition for Power of Legacy. She said, "You girl, you need to come for this audition." Like about 6 a.m. in the morning, I was still sleeping. It was Suze Tutambula.
Mm.
I first hesitated, but I went there like about 600, and I was number 624. So There were more
Wow.
than that.
And
The
then you made it
auditions
to
for
main
Power of
cast.
Legacy. Yeah. So when I got the call that I made it for Power of Legacy, I was like, maybe I am not meant to be here. You know, I have experienced enough in the PR. Well, not enough really, but I learned so much working with Benda, and I felt like I had exhausted myself. You know, we organized the singer concert, and you know, when you reach a time when you are no longer productive to someone that is supposed to be giving you money to do them for them a job, and you probably have an opportunity with something that you have always wanted to do. Obviously, we sat down and spoke about it, and I
So
left.
my
I came
question
back. I
is,
just came back. So I've
would
been
you
on and off.
advise an actor? Would you advise an actor to have a side job or to have a job when they are pursuing acting, or would you advise them to pursue acting only? What would you advise them?
Absolutely. I have like about 2 small side jobs aside from acting. So I believe everyone, everyone, not even an actor, this monthly pays is really not it if you're maybe getting monthly, you know. You need to have support somewhere else. And for an actor, you're not sure of when the next job is coming, you know. You don't want to be stuck in somebody's house and you cannot pay it or anything like that. So you need to be able to have um a source, a means where you know you get something to keep you going. Have 2 side gigs.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you said you took a break of around 3 years, and also, by
Yeah.
looking at you as an actress, I have never felt like you are missing. It felt like you are still around in one or another. So I wonder, how did you manage to stay on the screen or on the platforms even when you were actually practicing other jobs? Is it because you had TV series running or something?
No, I think it's, I don't know. I don't know really. Maybe some of the old work that I had done was now surfacing, right? And I was around the media somehow all the time, being a public relations manager. So I don't know. Maybe that.
Because I've been seeing you every
Not
year
money.
appearing somewhere.
Appearing because I was appearing on behalf of an artist. I wasn't even appearing as Kankindi, Tania. I was appearing as Waiki Benda's public relations manager everywhere that I went.
Okay.
And that was what I was pushing. Yeah.
All right.
So I think I was appearing a lot, but maybe for those reasons. But because you know me, Sam, we've worked together, so you're probably thinking,
Yeah, I understand. So, in a nutshell, you've done how many TV series that have aired on TV?
Oh, I've been blessed to do 2 TV series. The first
That
one
is
was The
Coffee
Coffee
Shop and
Shop,
Power of Legacy.
yeah, on Urban TV, and Power
Oh,
of
I
Legacy.
understand. So, what about the movies? How many movies have you been part of?
I've been part of quite a number of movies, because you know sometimes I don't even like to mention some films because it never made it out of the editing suite, you know. So in
Okay.
total,
Yeah.
the ones that have made it out of the editing suite are probably like 7.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, if I start from the beginning, it was a short film called "Lift from Hell," and that was the one that we used to graduate, if you could call it that. It was a student film in the Mariam Mandagiri Film and Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
So when after that I went to auditions like everybody else, and I landed some roles, and I got 2 films. One was Plan B by Atonga, then the other one was Clan's Wife by Magay Hassan. Oh my, it's a very good friend of mine now. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I went on
I
to do other things.
okay. I I'm wondering because you were there from 2013 and you were there up to now, and that's like 7 years gap. Uh, Based on how the industry was, let me say 5 years ago, and how it is now, is there a better difference? Is there a bad difference, according to you and the environment that you're seeing currently?
I believe we that's a tough question, Sam, because I think that we have improved greatly in terms of technical people that, and I mean people that work the cameras, right? We have improved. Our picture has improved greatly. I don't know about everything else. I know that we have improved.
So,
In
what
that
about the
sector.
acting side? Because you are an actor,
The
so
acting,
what about the acting side?
I believe it's. I cannot say. You know why I cannot say? Because I took that break, and immediately that I get back, where it is good. It is definitely not as bad as it was maybe 3 years ago, personally, but not generally the whole okay, let's say industry, right? So I believe that it has gotten better because personally I have gotten better. I have improved. I have learned. I keep learning. I keep wanting to learn all the time. I read so many books. So for me, I have improved. I feel. Yeah, if you watch movies I've done 3 years ago and now Power of Legacy, you would see an improvement somewhere, somehow. But I don't know
Yeah,
about
I
generally the
always
industry because I've not done a lot of projects yet. I've done like
okay.
4 projects, and I feel like, yeah, good.
Okay. Yeah, the other question that I wanted to ask you is that are you an award-winning actor or something?
No, I'm not an award-winning actor yet.
Okay. All
But
right.
I did get a nomination for Best Actress in the Uganda Film Festival 2016.
That
Yeah,
was for
for
which movie?
Invisible
Okay.
Cuffs by New
Invisible
Cinema
Cups. Is this movie in
Production.
public already or it's not yet out?
It's out. It's even pirated. There is someone who pirated it and translated it on YouTube. It's there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So it's
but
on
it is
YouTube,
out.
Invisible Cups.
Yeah, Invisible Cuffs.
It was pirated. Oh, that's so sad. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I've been trying to literally get your perspective, and I know you've been, like you said, you've done 2 TV series, you've done 7 movies. I would say I've seen many movies you've done and the series you've done, and I love your performance. I love
Oh,
how you do your thing, and
thank
I know like people always wonder, like people who see you on TV, your fellow actresses, your fans, and all that. They are wondering really how do you do it to appear like that in every production that you get? Because I don't remember seeing you in a production where you suck at performance. So I'm wondering how do you manage to deliver even with various filmmakers that you're working with? Because we would say that oh maybe you're good because you're working with one person, or but then you've been working Coffee Shop as a different director, of Legacy is a different director. The other 7 movies, I believe, they are all being done by slightly different directors. So how do you manage to handle? Yeah. Oh,
I
sorry.
went off.
Yeah, let me take off the other one. Let me take off the other such that we can have you. All right. So I was asking, uh,
Mm.
as an actress, I've seen you in so many productions where you deliver amazingly, and you're working with different directors. Because sometimes we can say the actor is good because they are working with this only one director and not others. But then for you, you've managed to work with different directors and you still deliver, which other actors don't usually do. So how do you manage to handle your roles and characters? Basically, how is your process of preparation? How do you deal with it? Like from the moment you get the role, what
Mm.
journey do you take to get the characters? Or even before you get the role, how do you live as an actor?
So, normally, before you said even before I get the role, right? So let me start from before I get the role, right? I think every actor should have a routine. You should have a routine, whether it is wake up and work out, or wake up and mop the house, or if you probably don't have anything to do that day, right? You should have a routine. So I believe in routine. Um, that routine keeps you in shape, keeps your brain working, right? Keeps everything working. So that if a producer calls you and says maybe come in and audition for a role, you will be in the best shape possible and probably even have built up your confidence, because during this workout you probably are doing some voice voice workouts as well. So it all comes together. When you get a role, say they have given you the script, me usually what I do, I read the first time without judgments, without feelings whatsoever. I read the story the way that it is, whether the person is the worst possible human, and I don't judge until I finish. So after that, I reread, now looking out for where my character appears and what they do and what they say. I reread until I understand. Now I read to understand exactly what's happening. Why is she doing the things that she's doing? What is pushing her to believe the way that she believes? What does she like and what doesn't she like? How does she act around certain people? All those things. Is she compassionate or is she badass? All those things. So when I put everything into consideration, if I truly understand where it's going and where she's going, and I need to be able to have me, this is how I work. Some people don't attach, but I attach. I attach myself to my roles so many times because I need to love the role to be able to play it. It needs to interest me. It needs to challenge me. It needs to be, I don't know.
Have
I
you
mean,
just a moment?
good.
Have you ever had a role given to you or a script given to you and you rejected a role in particular?
Yeah.
You've ever rejected a role. So what made you reject
Yeah.
such a role, all those projects? What do you consider to reject a project, basically, before you even take it?
Like I said, all the things, if all those things don't come together, if I don't reason with this person, if I don't feel like I could portray that person like that because maybe it has failed to come together, then I can't.
So
It is
the person failing to come together, could it be a problem with the writing of the script or the character development of the script?
the character, her, what pushes her at the end of the day, which type of soul am I going to carry into my body? Because me, this body is a vessel. I'm going to come and carry Agnes's soul and move and be Agnes for a few days or for a few weeks. And that is, for me, it has, I have to feel like I can relate. And most times you'll see that most of the films that are going to come out after Power of Legacy, because I've been shooting some films, are going to have something that I believe in. You get what I'm saying? Either the film is pushing something that I believe it should, Either I feel like this story needs to be told and I so desperately want to do it. And by the way, let me tell you something. It does not matter whether you give me money or not. If I feel like I need to tell that story, I will come and act. So
Wow.
I am excited. Actually, I'm going to be a part of a SIA team. Yay! I auditioned.
That's awesome. Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yes. The other thing is, okay, you said what you consider. So you talked about your daily routines before you get a role. Which routines do you do as Tania? Which routines do you go through every day?
I don't have a normal day, but if a day comes when I am not going anywhere, I work out. No more. I even sometimes skip rope like 200 times, 300 times like that. Do that.
Okay. Yep. I think I am not getting you. Yeah. Maybe you should relog in or something. Sorry, viewers, we're just having a little technical. I think it's an internet problem. I'm gonna try to sort it. Yeah, the other end of the video is trying to reconnect. So yeah, I think it's an internet problem, but she'll be back and then we shall proceed. Yeah, but so far so good. I believe we are heading somewhere. All right, she's back. Yep. Sorry about the internet issue. I think it's the
Sorry.
internet that keeps on freezing. It's okay. Yes. So you're talking about working out and working out, skipping ropes, and all that. You talked about earlier because I know you're a voice artist, right? So
Yeah.
which routine do you go through when you're doing your voice artist kind of performances, and even the acting in general? Which actor routines you go through? Because besides the physical body routines, yeah, because there is somebody who is watching and they're first-time actors and they're wondering how should they be practicing, let me say, weekly on a daily in case they want to become as good as you do. Yeah. Yeah, I guess our other side is a little bit getting frozen momentarily. Maybe she's receiving a call. I made this. Yeah, let me connect her with another one. Yep.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So did you get the question?
Yeah. I got the question.
Yeah.
The actor's routine. You know, usually I go through my lines, my scripts. Sometimes I
Oh,
do
the old
monologues on my
scripts.
own out loud. Hmm?
You get the old scripts and you
Sometimes
reread
I do
them
monologues.
again.
The what? Sorry?
Do you get old scripts of your previous projects and you rehearse them again over and over, or you go download other scripts from somewhere else? What do you do basically?
No, usually I have a project going on, but when I don't maybe have a project going on, I do monologues. Monologues help you to discover your numbers, and it's hard, building. You know how you build a scene from maybe the beginning to the climax. It needs to have those steps. So those monologues help you do that, because when you're doing a scene with somebody, sometimes it is probably not even in the it's a light scene, let's say.
Yeah.
So monologues do. I read monologues old plays, African plays. I see monologues of people, the way they have done them, and you know, I look at all those things. Yeah.
Okay.
And when I get a particular one that I probably feel like I could do justice, I rehearse it sometimes. I do it on my own. I do it in the mirror. But sometimes the mirror doesn't. When you rehearse in the mirror, you're looking at the outer. And usually when you rehearse out loud and you listen to your voice, you feel. That is the difference I find with the mirror. So sometimes when I rehearse in the mirror, I have to put it away and rehearse out loud to hear how my voice sounds, if I really believe what I am saying also. Because sometimes we say things and we actually do not believe it. So and it comes out. You can hear it. So
So do you think the people that we see usually on screen of some movies that appear plastic, they don't listen to themselves before they speak? They don't rehearse to listen to themselves. They just speak.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think.
So you talked about you getting monologues, you trying to rehearse your voice and everything else. Then you talked about the reading and breaking down your script and everything else. Now when you are in rehearsals, how do you do the rehearsals alone? Do you always do the rehearsals with the director? How do you go about it? And have you ever had a situation whereby you read a script, you've seen a scene, but based on how you understood the character, you realize there is more you would have put into the scene? How do you deal about that in case you want to add more into the scene? Do you just go and do it? Do you improvise, or how do you run it?
You first of all, if you feel any type of way, whether negative or positive, even positive, most times if you read a scene and it is so nice, you call the writer and thank them for a good job. But most times if you feel like maybe you don't relate and what, usually rehearsals are done with directors around. Sometimes writers are around. Sometimes writers are not around on some projects. Depends. But it is usually nice when if you have done your own rehearsal at home, maybe not really rehearse, but if you have an idea of the scene, of the, say, the entire film, screenplay, and you go for rehearsal, you know which type of questions to ask. And those questions go to the director and the writer if they are around, because they have got to explain. You have got to have the same vision. You're telling the story. The director is the storyteller, but you're helping the director tell the story. So, and the writer being the sap that flows through the tree, if we could call it a tree. So you need to reason out with them and make and they could guide you. They could even tell you, give you a reason not to add what you want to add, because this and this and this, because it was intended to be like this, because they make you understand. Or they could buy into that, and well, if you work together, you have magic. It really is about communicating. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been on a project and there is no script and you have to improvise?
Yes.
Okay. So
it was a stage play and
stage play. Okay. So what about a movie or a TV series or whatever?
A movie? No, I have not.
Okay. And if it came to your desk, would you take it?
Sorry?
If it came to your desk, would you take it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I believe improvisation is unreliable, because I am not maybe that swift. There are people that can do it. Simon Beskarema. Have you seen him? So I believe improvisation is not for everyone. It's something that I am learning. Me too, because I realize that there are some projects where you'll have to do it and you'll have to improvise, and that's it. So I'm learning all these things, but at this point right now, I don't know. That's why I said I don't know in the first. I don't know.
All right. So the other thing is,
Yeah.
have you ever been on a set and then you get you clash with the director, or you have a very hard time? And how did you go about it? Because maybe say you had to perform, but then you're having this clash with someone on the set. How did you handle for you to proceed? If you proceeded, or did you just leave? Did you quit, or something like that?
I have never had a clash with a director, but I've had a clash with an actor. And we had to shoot as best friends. Not Power of Legacy, you guys. Hey! And we had to shoot as best friends the next minute. And we had a huge fight. I remember I was in the bathroom wailing and screaming at her. And the director came back to us and told us, okay, you're done, you've got it out, let's shoot. And we had to be friends. And I found such a very hard time. I'm telling you. But you put that aside at the end of that day. Concentration. An actor has to have one of these few things. You have to be able to concentrate. You have to be able to observe and remember. The memory of emotion. You have to be able to remember. So you concentrate and you get into I concentrated, I got into the character, we shot. It was such a beautiful scene. Oh my God, looking at it on screen, you would never even believe it. And then after that, we talked about it. We actually talked about it because we had to shoot the entire day together.
Oh.
We could not, yeah. So we talked about it and we squashed it. We called it squashing.
Yeah. So someone has a question for you, is asking, who is your favorite director with those you've worked with?
I've not worked with that many directors for me to have a favorite, so I don't have a favorite yet.
Are you just trying to pass the question? Yeah, maybe.
No.
Maybe. Yeah. Now, I wanted you to share something with us. Imagine you're talking to your younger self. Yeah. You are your younger self, and you have come up. You want to be an actress, and it's your first time on this show, on this session where we are. What would you tell them they should be ready for, and what should you tell them to put in practice or to put in their mind as they are trying to walk this journey, as they are preparing themselves for the roles they are going to play?
Dear little Tania, slow down. It's okay. It's okay to be at a certain age and not have certain something. It's all right. It's all right to not have started your career at 20-something. It's fine. Slow down. Another thing, no one is going to babysit you. You are going to work your ass off. You have got to. But at your pace, don't let anybody rush you into doing anything. If you have always wanted to do a movie, if you feel like you don't have the confidence yet to be in an audition room, work on it on your own, and then you'll go to the audition room when you're ready. Slow down. Yeah.
So that in a nutshell, you're telling them, do not rush.
Yeah.
Don't be on speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that answers someone's question here. I don't know if you can see it on screen. Someone says, I have a problem of nervousness whenever I used to be on stage or in shoots. My nerves get the best of me. Any advice?
Yeah.
So do you
Barbara.
get nerves?
Barbara, right?
Yeah.
Look, Barbara, everyone gets nervous. I'm nervous right now talking to you. I have a lot of makeup on, I have this hair, I'd rather remove it and have my Buswahili. There's a light here making me nervous, making me feel like I am speaking to a lot of people because I have to speak sense. You understand? So nervousness is always there. You just need to learn how to control it, calm down, concentrate, you know, and practice. Wake up in the morning, close your eyes and use your senses. Whatever you hear, what do I hear? Is it a bird? Is it a kid? Is it whatever you can hear? What do you taste on your mouth? As soon as you wake up in the morning, all those things, you'll it will help you concentrate. So before you go into an audition room, you will have practiced. Era bw'otuuka awo ne bakuwa akapapula ne bagamba this is your script. Sit down there alone. Don't let anybody distract you. Don't talk to anybody. I usually put earphones in. By the way, I don't listen to a lot of music, but I put headphones in and people think I'm listening to music and they leave me alone. That's a trick. So, so you put your earphones in, go read your script alone, concentrate. You'll be able to do it. It's not, you'll find that it gets easier the more. But don't shy away. Just because I said slow down, don't shy away. Concentrate and go slow.
Yeah, the other thing is, have you ever had a situation? She has commented back. I think she has gotten what you said. She said, good advice, love from Germany. Yes, thank you for sharing with her. Well, yeah, I was saying, have you ever had a situation whereby you've done your homework, you've prepared, and then you come on set, and what you prepared is not what they want? Okay, and how did you go about that?
A terrible situation to be in. So, you come on set, you have probably prepared this scene a certain way. Because in your gut feeling, that is how you felt towards that particular scene. Noja director nagamba, awo obusungu ng'olina bungi. Wano tewalina kubeera busungu. Nabikyusa, let's say, you have to be able to be open-minded enough to accept that. Because kyayagala, at that particular moment, it's not you. You have to be able to listen, adapt quickly, get what he's saying and understand him and be able to portray it. It all comes down to, if you have a quick thinking, you probably work out.
Yeah. So if you don't have a quick thinking, how do you go about getting one? How do you gain one?
Another thing is you ask questions. We are all not wired the same, okay? So if they tell you something and you really don't understand it and you probably prepared it this way, you explain. Tosirika, bosirika chikubeeramu, notuko actinga, it shows. It shows that you don't believe what you're saying. So explain. Put the director aside and tell him, look, I prepared like this and this and this because I feel like my character feels like this and this and this, right? How do we go about this? Because you want this. Make me understand. And he will. If he's a good director, he will. It's communication, really.
Yeah, the other thing is, someone has a question, but I want to first ask this. Do you have a manager?
No, but I have an acting manager.
Okay. So someone is asking here, can I improve myself without a mentor or a manager?
Watch a lot of films, African films, not Bazungu. Watch a lot of films. Watch Ugandan films, you guys. But what is the attitude towards Ugandan films? Anyway, maybe that is something we'll talk about. But watch a lot of films. Watch a lot of people doing things online. There's so many people post their monologues online. Watch, learn, read. Currently, I'm reading the six steps of. I will post it later. Richard Boleslavsky, that is the author. But I will post it later. So read. You need to be able to read and watch.
And see it maybe. Someone has a question. It's on screen. You can see it.
A talent manager. So this one is asking, Tania, what's your take on about a talent manager in our industry? Would you advise one to get for one? I think would you advise her to get a talent manager? I believe our industry is not yet at the level of accepting talent managers. We honestly don't even have a film commission. Do we? Do we, Sam? Help me learn. I don't know. Do we?
We don't have, but there is one that registered itself as a commission.
But we don't know. The stakeholders don't know about. I don't know about it. Okay.
Yeah, we don't know about it. So we don't have, but it's there. But we don't have it. Yeah.
So you see, so we are not yet at the level of accepting that. You cannot go to somebody's audition. You take a audition again. By the way, there are snacks sometimes these days in auditions, and you're going to show up with another person to tell them to hire you. To hire you. They don't accept it, and rightfully. Wow, that is what I can say. So, but then who else to change? I believe some of us are probably going to be the matters. We are going to go ahead and get the managers and probably shape the industry. But I mean, all those things will come when we have started working. We are probably crawling at this point. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good. The other question here is, I think there is a question they're asking, but let me ask you something in line before I bring the question. Have you ever been a victim of sexual harassment in this industry?
Almost.
Almost. Oh, okay. So here's a question. It's on screen now.
What's your take on an actress who sleeps with directors, producers for a role? Oh, wow. Hi, Karim. Thanks for the question. Well, if you are sleeping with someone to get something, do you think that lasts? That doesn't last, you guys. And it is even painful to talk about it. If you probably have found true love and you are going to pursue that relationship and planning on taking it to another level, then perfect. That's fine. Everybody finds love where they find love. But if you are doing that for a job, you shouldn't. No, you should not. Because it doesn't last. Because he will see another beautiful girl, my friend. There are so many and better actors than you. So many. So it goes on and on and on. I believe the directors or producers that do it have done it over and over and over again. So you're not the first one. Don't. It's not worth it.
Yeah. The other question is, in your preparation process, how long does it take you to prepare for a role? Let me say they've given you a character in a feature film, maybe it's a lead role. How long does it take you to prepare for it?
It depends. Because now I'm not at the level of dictating how long I stay with someone's script, But it depends on even the understanding that you have with that person. Sometimes we know some producers, like I know you, Sam, I've worked with you on Bonjako. you call me up and tell me, Tania, I have a role that I need to give you. I'm going to shoot the movie in probably 2021. Sam, I will tell you right away, please give me the script. You understand? The longer I stay with the script, the better I am at performing. So, but it depends. So some people might be casting that they are going to shoot like a month or two. So you have a month or two to prepare. You need to be able to fit into every caliber. But it really depends.
Yeah. So additionally to that, have you ever had a scenario or a moment where you've been called on a set? Like there are those people they call backup actors. They call you on set now and they give you the script, and in 30 minutes or an hour from then you're going to perform. Yeah. How do you do within that 1 hour to prepare for this role? What do you put in mind? What do you do to prepare enough to deliver in 30 minutes or an hour for preparation? Yeah.
First of all, if you get the script like this, switch off your phone. I am telling you, calm down. Say, I am going to do this. Calm down. It makes you. It makes you think when you calm down. So sit in the corner where people are in there and concentrate. Calm down. You will do it. Sometimes it doesn't come off as probably the best performance of your life, or maybe it could, but you calm down, concentrate on the lines, understand what's happening in the scene. Usually me, I first understand before I get the lines. When I understand what's happening in the scene, I get the lines quicker because I know what's happening and I know what I need to achieve. So when you understand that, you can be able to do it.
Yeah.
An hour.
It's
possible.
Yeah. I know, like, since every human being is not perfect, which preparation
mistakes happens, by the way,
which
Sam.
preparation
Hold on,
mistakes have you? Yep.
That's how an audition happens.
Yeah,
you
of course,
go to the audition, you're not expecting that script. They give it to you, and you don't even have an hour. You have two people in front of you. They go in and come out in 30 minutes, and you're next. That's how an audition. So it's like an audition.
So you take it like an audition when you're doing it. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yes. There is another question here that I think is very, very important on screen.
What do you put into consideration choosing casting calls to audition for? Some casting calls are pretty specific. They want a brown-skinned person. Obviously. my blackness will not show up. But some are specific. Some are specific on the ages. Some look out for those things specific on the ages, on the skin type, or all those things. But if it is not being specific, if it is open, if it is an open casting call, I go to all auditions. I go to all auditions, man. Every audition. If I see that I can be able to, if I have time, I go and audition. Being to see you go really hoping to get that role. Some you probably have that conviction too, but others you audition everything and everywhere. You never know where it will get you.
Yeah, there is another question on screen. What is that?
What inspires you to keep going? Do you have any role model you look up to? Hi, Akram. I don't have a role model. In terms of career-wise, I'm still learning myself and what type of actor that I am. I'm still learning which techniques work for me. I'm still learning. So I cannot pinpoint that this person is my role model, really, because I think for me, I need to be able to understand the way that they portrayed different roles over the years. So I don't know yet, but I do have some good actors that I know that are really, really good. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So do you have any actors you follow? Be like, I follow this actor's work, I follow this actor's work. Do you have any? Oh, having another network problem. Yeah, hope she signs back in. Yeah, hopefully a call has come through or something. Yeah, let's wait for her to sign back in because maybe it's a network problem. Yep, so let's wait and then she will tackle the other questions. We are almost coming to the closing of the show. We have 20 more minutes to go.
Mm-mm.
All right. Yes, I was asking if you have any actors you follow, whose works you follow. You'd be like, I love this actor, I follow their work a lot, or you just follow any actor. Network again. Oops. Well, let's be a little patient. Maybe she will log in back again. Yep, you can keep the questions coming in since we are almost wrapping up. So, yeah, you should bring them in before we sign out.
Only the host can. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
you had the question, right?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Okay, I was saying, do you have any actors that you look that you follow, like actors' works you follow? You be like, I follow this actor's progress all the time. Yeah, like globally.
Yeah, I mean, if you the US, Taraji, Viola Davis, South Africa, Thoso, Pal,
Okay.
Palmbito. I think the names are, but you know, I know the face.
Yeah.
Some South Africans, yeah,
Yeah.
Ugandans, Rehema Nampula, Jida, Mela Kereko yalikirawo n'okuzannya. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I follow, yeah, some of those ones.
Yeah. Yes, there is a question that I was bringing up earlier. I was saying that I know that we are all not as perfect. So I wanted you to highlight to us the mistakes you did, like the preparation mistakes you did in the beginning that you realized that were actually mistakes, but you were actually doing them in your beginning. And now you no longer do them because you learned that there is a better way to prepare for a role. So I want you to tell us those mistakes that you encountered as an actress.
The mistakes of those of when you feel like the role that you're doing, you cannot maybe say a certain thing and you eliminate it, and yet it has a story, you understand, and you don't know about it probably. That type of thing. I've I've eliminated some things one time and it wasn't good.
Okay.
Because you need to prepare, you need to prepare in the sense that you have got direction You cannot prepare for a role on your own. You need to ask questions before you rehearse. I think that is where our wechifira. You need to ask questions before you rehearse. Because if you rehearse, that means you are rehearsing the final thing. What you're probably going to rehearse again and then shoot. And you may not even get that much time to rehearse it again. So you need to have the whole idea of the maybe the whole script or that particular scene that you're doing. You need to understand it. You need to understand what you're achieving. Usually I would just sometimes you go along with the whole story instead of treating, say, a particular scene as a scene and then another scene, because that is the way that it happens. Yeah. Also,
you advise an actor to go scene by scene than going the whole story at a go.
I think that's what I was trying to get at. Yes. So you go scene by scene. Don't treat the story as a story. Treat every scene as a story. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other strong advice I had was about asking questions before you even rehearse. Like you get the script and read it and go thorough about it, and then you rehearse. You said in the beginning you said that you read the script over and over and over. How many times do you advise any actor to read the script?
As many times as you can, as long as you have time. You understand? As many times as you can until you understand. Sometimes we shy away from our scripts. We read them 3 times. We need to, you read and read and reread and reread, because every time that you read, there's something different that you feel or think. So that's where the questions come in. You ask what was trying to be achieved here. You need to understand what you're going to portray.
Okay. Yeah, there is another question. It's on screen now.
As an actress, how would you call off a project in case of either emergency or it happens when it's colliding with another project? First of all, you shouldn't have a project colliding with another project. You need to be able to plan and make sure if you say that you will be available, you're available. Otherwise, it's not professional at all. So you need to be able to plan your time well, and if I'm here on Fridays, maybe on Thursdays I'll be there, and where you're going to shoot, or probably how you schedule, whichever. Another thing, calling off a project in case of an emergency. I don't know which emergency it would be, unless it's a family emergency, but everything else can wait.
Okay.
But even everything else can wait besides family. Yeah. If anything else can already, but let's say you have probably lost someone, and auntie who you love dearly, you've grown up with them. You leave somebody's set. They don't have time.
There is this other question I am saying. It's on screen when an actor. You can look at it.
When an actor fails to adapt a character, is it his weakness or director's? I don't know. I think it's a bit of both sometimes. It depends. I think it's a bit of both. I think we lack enough communication. We are too shy. We're actors. Do you understand what I'm saying, Sam? We don't communicate. We don't say exactly what we want to say. And that is the problem. So you find that there's not enough communication between the actor and the director, and that is why probably that fails. It's not that it is your fault or the other person's fault, but I believe we need more communication, and we need to, you producers, some to Sizobaka, you need to give us a space where we are comfortable enough to talk about what we need to talk about, so that, because we are pushing the same goal, we're telling the same story, so that we can be able to be one. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's communication, really.
Oh, I understand. Yes. The other thing that would we have a few minutes left. I don't know if there is someone who wants to work with you. How do they get in touch with you? Who do they approach? Because you told us you have an actor manager. So yeah, you can give us more light about that, such that people who are producers and they wish to hire a professional actor like you are, they would like to know where they can actually find you and hire you in case of anything.
You can, first of all my social media, I reply messages instantly, and I have emails on there, on all my social media.
Okay.
And sometimes if it is a need for an acting manager, usually people get me through Kasule Douglas Bender. That is how he's saved on Facebook, Kasule Douglas Bender. So you can message him and he replies instantly. He communicates. But you can message me on all my social media. I see all my messages and I reply all my messages in time. And I have an email on, which is taniashakirah@gmail.com.
Yeah. There is a question from him, the manager himself. He has just come and is asking this question on screen.
Wow! I knew he would come and do that to me. Okay, so he's called Onodaga. By the way, if you don't get him at Kasule Douglas Bender, you can get him at Onodaga. My acting manager. We didn't even, sorry, I am late. Maybe my question was answered. What is your methodology towards character approach? A, B, C, what are the steps you personally take? Did I get that right?
Yeah. I think you gave us light about this, but maybe you can briefly, sum it up in this minute.
Yeah. I think in no particular order, because if I put them in order, I'll probably get messed up. 1, concentration. 2, observation. I already said this. You need to be able to go to a restaurant, sit, keep quiet, look around the people around you and figure out what their ish is. That's observation. 3, I do character development. Then character development is basically finding out, this is now where I do my research. I'm going to play Rachel. She's a lawyer. How do lawyers talk? How do they handle themselves? What can they say and cannot say? How do they dress? How do they relate to people and all those things? That's character development. Then dramatic action. Now the dramatic action comes in the rehearsal. That's when I figure out how I am going to do a certain something or say a certain something with the guidance by the director. And then I think memory of emotion. Did I say that? Yeah, memory of emotion. That is when now, if as I have been through this certain something that I'm going to portray, or I have a friend that has been through this, and I have been there, observed how they have gone through the motions, or I have a friend that loves their dad so much that if they lost their dad, they would probably act like this. If I'm losing my dad, or my dad is in the hospital, just like Rachel's in Power of Legacy is, how am I able to bring back that emotion that I felt that time, or that, that is a memory of emotion, or just really remembering how you felt about certain things. And it comes in the mix somewhere. I don't know. I'm not putting them in order, but they have to really be in order, because you can't do you can't do the other before you do the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I hope Onodaga has been answered well. The other thing is, you said you did some projects that you're hoping they are coming out. So I don't know if you're in a position to disclose which projects you're having that are coming, so that we should anticipate and wait for.
No, I am not. But I will tell you though. No, one I am Asia. I think that's already out. I think some people know I'm going to be
Yeah,
part of Asia, the Last Queen.
yeah,
That's a movie about human trafficking. I so desperately want to tell that story. Yeah.
awesome.
So Asia, and then I have worked with Ness Motion Media on something that he will be letting you know about. That's George Stanley Samba. And then I have worked with Trends Studios, my mentor,
Okay,
Mariam, but she'll be
Mumbeja,
able to tell you
so
about it when the time is right. Yeah.
those are three we should look
That's
out for.
fun.
And the other question is, are you busy currently? Like, are you working on
No,
something
right now I
currently?
am not busy.
Okay.
I am.
That's
I'm not busy. I'm not shooting. Power of Legacy is on a break. Yeah,
very interesting.
I'm home.
Don't know if there is anything you want to tell us before we sign out. Anything you have not discussed, you have not shared that you would like us to share with people. Yeah, then you can feel free to share it.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to learn and share ideas with you guys. An hour and a half. It's a huge time. I don't think I mentioned that I am starring in a TV series called Power of Legacy. It airs on NTV Uganda every Monday, which is 2 days from now, the other day, Monday, 8 p.m. on NTV Uganda. Please watch Power of Legacy. That's my current project right now. And the rest, please follow me on social media. You'll be getting to know all these things. Thank you so much. That is all.
Yeah, someone has a question. I think this is an action filmmaker. It's there on the page.
My question is, can she act an intense action movie? Absolutely. Why not? If there is the enough resources in terms of training and the script is rich and I mean, why not? Yes, I'm an actress. And I'm pretty
awesome.
fit.
Yeah, you said you work out earlier, so I believe maybe you are. Yes. I don't know if
Yes.
there are any more questions coming from the audience, but I personally thank you so much. You have shared a lot of knowledge, and I believe any actor who has been watching has really learned a lot. Those people who are watching, if you found this video midway, you can wait for it to end. It will be on the page CinemaUG, and then you'll be able to watch it again from the beginning and see how far we have come. If I don't know if there's any more questions from the people, then we can address them now. Otherwise, I would let you move. I just want to get one more comment from the audience that is saying a goodbye note or note of thanks to you. Then we shall call it off. But I'm really entertained, and I've been opened up through your submission, and I also hope to work with you in the near future. I've always looked at working with you in the near future, so yeah, hopefully it will come through. And then they wanted you to do some advocacy here. There is something on screen. Yeah.
She talked about skin complexion. I'm empowering. No, I have not, but I believe that we are in the era where our skins are now accepted and over I don't want to use the wrong words, but I believe we are now in the era where everybody loves black skin. So I think that now the insecurities that probably some black-skinned girls like me had are not there, or probably are not yet there. But I believe that every girl, no matter which complexion that you have, as long as you feel beautiful and good, that is what matters. It does not matter if you're black or light. Really. Yeah, so don't go and make yourself light or dark. It doesn't matter. What matters is here.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you. I think now I can take you out of studio, but just on screen, there are people who are thanking you for what you have given them. And someone has said, yeah, people are trying to share their comments and thanking you for the delivery. I believe they are satisfied. I don't know if you have over delivered, but they look like satisfied enough. And this one has already called you her mentor because she has seen you doing this right now, and you've mentored her quite much. Yeah, I don't know. I know you don't know this person. She's a first-time actor, and then yeah, she has really been inspired by what you say.
Who's that? That's
Gender,
Barbara. I know
yeah.
Barbara. I know
Oh,
Barbara.
Yata Barbara. Okay, yes.
She has texted me. Yeah.
There is a question here that you may end with.
Okay. Well, it was indeed a great pleasure. Okay, where do I see myself in the next coming years? I will have grown, and I think I will have my own business, and you probably get to know about it, the one that I want to market to the people, because and then I will probably no. Let's talk about right now. Right now, I am focusing on being the best actress I can be. If I can master half of that, then we'll go from there in the career. But in my life, I'll probably be better at my businesses and at everything that I am doing. Obviously, yes. And I will have gone back to school because I'm planning on doing that.
Okay then. Good. Lastly, do you advise an actor to go for acting training, acting mentorship? Do you advise them to get an acting coach or go into an acting school? What is the last advice to give in that direction?
Show me one very good, commendable acting coach, and I'll go there too.
Okay, yeah, I think that answers the question that everyone should literally look out for an acting coach. I hope maybe we shall see more of them next year as life keeps on moving.
Yeah, yeah. And where we're heading there. We're heading there.
Yeah, yeah. I think questions are coming more, yet we have to be signing out. What is your inspiration in life as an actor?
I'm inspired by everything, you guys. I'm inspired by life, by just something that is living. Because as an actor, I feel like you need to be a global citizen, if I could call it. You need to be able to relate to plants and animals and people and every type of people and every type of everything. I'm inspired by everything. So it's not just one thing. It's life. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to probably portray it one day.
Yeah. Yes, Moses Serugo, thank you for joining in. And yes, we acknowledge your existence. There's another question here that is, yeah, passion obvious. What does she put first?
Passion, you guys. I don't want to put one over the other. They really have to come hand in hand. But if you had to choose, whew,
Yeah, passion.
passion.
Okay. Well, yes, in a
Yeah.
minute, sign out and yeah, say goodbye to your fans and the viewers, and yeah, we call it a day.
Bye bye. Okay, let's say goodbye.
Yeah. Any last remarks anyway?
Thank you for having me, CinemaUG. Thank you for having me, Sam. Thank you for sharing with me. And thank you to everyone that has been watching. And my makeup was done by Makeup by Aggie. Look out for her on Facebook, you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. So let me take you out of the room. And we shall see you again next time when we hope when we hope to hire you, invite you, and we're looking forward to watching your films when they happen to come out. Yeah, thank you, and have a great evening.
Thank you too. Have a great evening to you too.
Yeah. Bye. Well, that has been Tania Shakirah Kankindi, and thank you for watching. It has been a great session, and